the whole free will thing, and I was just like, um, the one about the Adam and Eve, how like when Eve like went and ate from the apple, how God was like so sad, kind of, but the door was not permanently closed. There's always hope for getting back to that. I think that's kind of where we're at. But and then when Adam came and saw, and he's like, "What have you done?" But and I could understand that, like, he decided he was gonna take from bite the apple because he didn't want his wife to go where he was not going. So I could totally identify with that. Like, but just thinking like as far as Satan and the Watchers, like, was it of their own free will that they did what they did, or was that kind of their mission from God, because just to show us duality? So, maybe, Lucifer's doing what he was assigned by God to do, or it was of his own free will. But, you know, who knows the mind of God? But, it just brought a whole line of thought into my mind about good and evil and free will and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I always preface, I always give a disclaimer before I talk about God. As they say, a God defined is a God confined. So I have no clue what the source, or it's above my pay grade. It's beyond my comprehension what God is thinking. Yeah, it could be, because I have the intuition that if this world was all good and there was no perspective, there was no yin or yang, there was no solar or lunar, you would take for granted what you don't know the other side of it. So like yeah, to evolve your soul or level up your soul, you would kind of need some perspective, right? Like okay, I want to go down this path, I don't want to go down that path. So if there was no other path, you would just live in La La Land or Disneyland in this blissful dream world, because you wouldn't know anything else, and there would be no growth for your soul, or a way for your soul to evolve or level up. So I think we do need these obstacles or these resistance or blockages, so we could learn from it, and it gives us more growth and more better perspective to navigate this crazy Maya delusional 3D school here on Earth. But yeah, it definitely takes some practice, that's for sure. In my case also. So true. Is Lucifer or the devil part of God's plan to give us some perspective or show us what we shouldn't do? Are you feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com right now to unlock your free 7-day Kriya Yoga Masterclass trial. Plus, when you sign up, you'll receive 100% free private one-on-one soul coaching call with me, Vedguru Dev. In that call, I will personally help you overcome whatever's holding you back and guide you into the happiness you've always been searching for. Sounds highly likely, and it would definitely help you to evolve your soul or level up your soul if you did have that perspective. Because like I compare it to, like, you know, they say when you reincarnate, you get a memory wipe. If you knew who you were or what you're capable of or your true inner potential, then you really couldn't. It would be like giving the answers to the test when you went to school, you know? So it's more necessary for you to take the hard road than the easy road, you know? So same thing. Like if there was no perspective of good or bad, then you wouldn't know. You would just live in La La Land and Disneyland, just walking blissed out every day, which is not a bad thing. I hope I could get back to that point, but you know, so it's good to have that kind of perspective. So if that's part of God's plan, then it wouldn't surprise me. But regardless of whatever God's plan is, I adjust, I pivot, I change course. You know, I try to keep an open mind, regardless of what spiritual tradition it is, and just certain things resonate with me and put it in my toolbox and use my Kriya yoga tools and my sadhana to really overcome. So I'm kind of looking for opportunities. Like, okay, that happened. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me break out my Kriya yoga toolbox. Let me see if this works. Okay, I got a hammer. I got a saw. All right, let's build something here. You know, so that's kind of how I look at it. So regardless of what obstacles come in your way on the spiritual path, dust yourself off and keep moving. You know, like Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras, the line to God is not a straight line, it's a zigzag. So all yogis, all spiritual traditions have fell off the path at one point. Only thing they did different from you is dust themselves off and get back on the path. So there's no difference between me or anybody who's watching this. Only thing I did, I just never gave up on doing my inner work, and it got me here where I'm at today. So if you need some tools to do your inner work, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com, sign up for a free 7-day trial. Let's get to work right away. You know, plant that tree today.
So Sandy Nicole had a question. Can you explain the Kavajim shield? What's involved in the process of protecting your energy, especially when being around people out there? So
the Kavacham shield, which is in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, it's in the mantra section. I think it's in week 3. So yeah, so the Kavacham shield mantra is a protection mantra, like a shield mantra, they call it, right? So it really puts up a shield or like a bubble or protects your aura. So like when you go out into the Maya delusional world, there's a lot of conscious attacks or psyops or distractions that are coming from everywhere, right? In my case too. Like I said before, like I feel meteors hitting my atmosphere, you know? So it basically protects you when you go out in the Maya delusional world. So when I go outside in the Maya delusional world from my house, I breathe deeply and I say the Kavacham shield mantra, because motorcycles are coming every which way in Thailand. It's a war zone. It's a minefield out there. So the Kavacham shield mantra really protects you, right, from your inner energy, right? So I recommend you add the Kavacham shield mantra, like I say to all of our Kriya Yoga School members, into the daily practice. So like we have a lot of very powerful mantras in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. So if you want that, sign up to the free 7-day trial, and you'll get it. Actually, if you sign up, Sandy, I'll send you the link, and we have a very on-demand video where I say the Kavacham shield mantra All of our classes have a PDF that you could download, so you have it in text form also. And if you want, you could follow along with me. You know, I think I say it 108 times in our school.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, so I say it one mala, like one mala, 108 of the Kavacham Shield mantra. So you could just follow along with me. Some of our members just like to listen to it, you know, and a lot of our members have learned the Kavacham Shield mantra just by following along with me, you know. It's not too long. We have some long ones, but that one's pretty short and sweet, you know, to the point. And the Kavacham Shield mantra has a bija mantra. It really breaks through the wall, you know, like really emphasizes it, right? When you sign up to our school, you'll see it, you know, and yeah, if you have any questions about it, let me know. So it really protects your energy, gives you a shield and protection when you go outside in the Maya delusional world. Do you feel like something inside you is quietly breaking down? Like you've tried all the right things, meditation apps, self-help books, endless YouTube rabbit holes, but nothing matters. The emptiness just stays. The world keeps spinning faster. You are drained by the noise and pressure of it all. You are not broken. You are just disconnected from your soul. And that's exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system. This isn't another feel-good video that fades by tomorrow. This is a living spiritual practice, a step-by-step system to heal yourself within. So if you're exhausted from searching, I invite you to take the first step. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com and claim your free 7-day Kriya Yoga Masterclass trial. Plus, you'll receive 100% free private one-on-one soul coaching call with me, Vedguru Dev. On that call, I will personally help you overcome your inner chaos and guide you back to happiness. And I like to think that when you say the Kavacham Shield mantra, these lower frequency beings, NPCs, or whatever you call them, they feel that energy and they stay out of your way, you know? Maybe I'm delusional, but that's how I feel, actually.
Yeah, sometimes like I'm feeling spacey or not quite right, and I'm thinking maybe I'm absorbing the energy of others. I don't know. And there's this phrase, you could cut the tension with a knife, and sometimes I'll feel that in a room. And I think I don't know. We feel things, whether good or bad. And yeah, like when I'm in large groups of people, I can feel their energy. And traffic's a nightmare. And going to Costco or being in an elevator crammed with people like right up next to you, I feel like I don't know. I can see why yogis want to be in a cave by themselves because this world is insane. And I don't know. I feel like the Kavacham Shield is a must, and I have it in my bathroom. I have it actually on flashcards all over my house and in my car. Just nice. Like I feel like it's like the most important mantra I have. So I feel like it's a must. So yeah, and when you join the Kriya Yoga School, that will be a very important mantra to have in your toolbox. So yes.
That's the first one I do every morning also. First thing, have some shield.
I agree with Paul. I do the Kavacham Shield first too.
Yeah,
right when I wake up. and Veronica and Paul are members of our Kriya Yoga School, so that's their testimonial. They really enjoy the Kavacham Shield mantra, you know. So yeah, give it a try. But it helps to have these tools to integrate in your life. Like if you're in an elevator, but you have the Kavacham Shield mantra, you feel a lot better, right? You're protected from other people's energy. You don't want other people's energy to become your energy. So having the Kavacham Shield is important. I used to, oh, look, a butterfly, you see, right?
Yes, I saw a little flash of white go right by you.
Wow. Right in front of my face. So the butterflies are coming out. They like what I'm saying. They're feeling the energy. So, yeah. So when you're in I used to work in a nightclub, and there's so much chaos and so much stories and drama and loud music and alcohol, all kinds of stuff, right? So the Kavacham Shield mantra really helped put a shield or like a bubble around me when I was in those situations. And it really got me through many nights, let's say it like that. So yeah, it's tough when you go out into the Maya delusional world, traffic, being in elevators, going to Walmart or Costco, or you don't want other people's energy to become your energy, right? So it helps to have an atmosphere or have an aura or have like a bubble around you, and that's what the Kavachum Shield mantra does. So like, yeah, I find myself saying it all the time for protection for me and my loved ones. So I also want to protect all my loved ones also. So it works both ways. So I say it for myself, and I say it for my daughter and all my mother and all my loved ones, protect all my people, So yeah, this is a very beautiful one, and this is a very effective one. And you see our actual members in our Kriya Yoga School say this is the go-to every day, right?
Yeah, so going back to the Seraphim video and the pre-flood video, like thinking to myself that like this is an experiment. This is like the free will experiment of God, and that judging from the stories, if it's more than just mythology and this actually happened, which I do believe, because they've dug up giant skeletons and all that stuff. You've seen evidence of angels and such like that. So according to that, God did and will intervene. If things get bad, he will come and set things straight to some extent. That was one thought. And then the other thought was, this is just one world. Like, I'm thinking of this, like, is Earth like a very special place, or like what's going on all these other worlds? Like, do they have their own Jesus, their own Babaji? And it's just, it's mind boggling, the scope of infinity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, a thing that was relayed to me also, that they have no time constraint, or time isn't an issue. So like, it's hard to say when something will happen, because God is beyond time, or these astral beings, these enlightened beings, they're beyond time. So it's hard to say when they would come to do something, but it depends. Like, I work for God. God doesn't work for me. So I would say he's on his own time. If he feels it necessary, he can do whatever he wants, So, but what you say resonates with me too. There are so many different worlds. There's so many different galaxies. There's so many multiverses and time dimensions. And I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, who knows? Like, maybe I'm doing my time in jail on this 3D Earth realm, and I wait for the day I leave my time on Earth, and hopefully I upgrade and level up and do the best I can, and I could go to a better dimension, or no dimension at all, whatever the plan is, But yeah, it's hard to say. That's why I like to say it short and sweet. A God defined is a God can find. Like, is he coming back? Is he isn't coming back? Or how many universes are there? Your head's almost going to explode, right? It's too overwhelming, right? Like, oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna just do my own inner work, because this is gonna drive me nuts, Like, I can't make sense of all this, Like, so I just try to do my inner work, and wherever I land, that's where I land, and I'll try to do the best I can and help as many people as I can. But when you start going down that rabbit hole of how many universes there are, what is God doing right now, it's above my pay grade. It's beyond my comprehension. So I have enough work just doing my own inner work, but I understand what you're saying. Once you try to make sense of it all, it almost becomes like too overwhelming, you know? I know in my case, I feel like my head's gonna explode. Like, when I start going down those YouTube rabbit holes, like, well, is it Baba G? How many Baba G's are there? Is he in another universe and he's there? Or what is God doing right now? I wonder what God eats for dinner. Like this type of stuff. You start going down those rabbit holes, and then you're like, you feel like your head's gonna explode. Like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like in my perspective, I have enough on my plate just doing my inner work and trying to help as many people as possible. However many universes there are, and however many Baba G's or Mata G's or Shivas there are in different universes, God bless them. If I see you one day, let's continue the work. But yeah, I understand. It is kind of overwhelming, especially when you start going down those YouTube rabbit holes. You're like, how many universes are there, And then your mind starts clicking, like maybe there's a million universes. Wonder what Baba G's doing over here and over there. So I don't know. Just try to focus as much as you can and don't really get attached to the mental candy of the YouTube rabbit hole, if you know what I'm saying.
I have a
Try
thought
to
that's
control what you can in the present moment, and what you can't control, it's just pictures on the movie screen passing by. Yeah, go ahead, Veronica. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't know. I was just had a thought that's not going to make people happy, but I don't know what if this world is an illusion. Why are we working so hard to save it? Maybe that's a way to detach from all this. I don't know. I know that's going to upset people.
That is a good perspective too, because if it is all Maya, if it is all delusion, like the yogis say or the Buddhists say, then what's the point? So maybe you should control what you can control in the present moment, and what happens outside of your happy place, your blissful state, your walled garden, your sacred sanctuary. Does it really matter? Not really, because you really can't control it anyway. So just use your energy on what you can control in the present moment, and what you can't control, just just look at it like you're watching a movie on the screen. Get your popcorn and watch the clouds go by, like whatever. There they go. What are they talking about on social media? Oh, they got P. Diddy. They got him. They got him. Don't get attached to it. Clouds in the sky, water under the bridge, it doesn't serve you. This is some candy, some mental candy for your mind, some pictures on the screen. Look, when you start looking at the Maya delusional world, like on a stage or like on a movie screen, and you become the detached witness and create some space between you, it doesn't have that pull no more. You're like, these monkeys are throwing poop on each other on social media again. That's what monkeys do. They throw poop on each other.
That's what monkeys
whatever.
do.
I'm not attached to it. The government's telling lies again. That's what governments do. Liars tell lies. Another day at the office. What could you do? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about the aliens. They're gonna have disclosure today. Here comes Lucy with the football. Charlie Brown, don't kick that football. Don't do it. They're gonna pull it. Here he comes. He's kicking it. Whoop, pulled it again, right? It's coming out tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I'm ready for it. Lucy's going to not pull the football today. There she goes, pulling the football again. That's what Lucy does. She pulls the football. So Charlie Brown tries to kick the football, falls on his head, and it's another episodes of the Peanuts. So if you just control what you control, and you kind of laugh at the Maya delusional world like it is. I always like when Babaji says, death is a joke to me. I am the death of death. So if we laugh at death, we laugh at all this like junk, like, come on. P. Diddy or Kanye West or President Trump or Joe Biden, whatever, there they go again, so you don't get attached to it. You kind of become the detached witness and create some space between you and the narrative. And I like the visualization of looking at the Maya delusional world like I'm sitting in my seat in the movie theater and I'm just watching the pictures go by, eating my popcorn like, oh, here we go, or going to a circus. The monkey, oh, there goes that monkey. He's on the tricycle again. He's driving around. Oh, who knew a monkey drives a tricycle? So, like when I watched Chad's videos, I would say the same thing. Sun over here, sun over here. Who knew? What do you mean, President Eisenhower? He met the aliens? Who knew?
Yeah, you're blowing my mind.
Same thing. When I was in the Himalayan mountains, I saw different CD powers, people levitating, fairies, all kinds of mystical, so-called woo-woo, unexplainable things. I didn't get attached to it. I just kept moving. My guru helped me. When I would see something, or let's say I saw somebody levitating, I would be like, Baba, you saw that? Nothing to see here. Keep moving. I didn't see what I see. Did I see anything? Nothing here. What are you attaching yourself to? Nothing to see here, So I have that Himalayan yogic perspective of like, whatever happens in this crazy Maya delusional world, don't let nothing shake your mindset, your samadhi, your meditative state, your mindfulness, right? I always like the perspective. The yogis say it in the yogic scriptures. No matter if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So I always have this visualization of bombs and war and all kinds of stuff, but the yogi stays untouched. He stays like a statue in his meditative state. And a lot of people look at these agoris and these yogis, they feel sorry for them, right? But what they don't know is inside them, as them, they're in their happy place. So they might have not have took a shower in a month or whatever, but inside them is the super happy place. So they feel compassion for you because you're attached to the Maya delusional world. Inside their happy place, they are the creator. They make their happy place, and it's warm and cozy where they're at. So if you see them with all snow all over them, they're warm and cozy inside them, as them, doing their inner work, realizing their true inner potential. So yeah, that's another technique that's in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. Going to your happy place, Ananda Bliss meditation. What a beautiful one that is. So I encourage everyone to do that one too.
So you're ready to stop searching and start awakening. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com right now and start your free 7-day Kriya Yoga Masterclass trial. And when you sign up today, you'll receive 100% free private one-on-one soul coaching call with me, Vedguru Dev. In this private call, I will help you clear blocks, release pain, and activate the transformation you've been praying for. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Vedguru Dev for real spiritual answers. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com right now to start your free 7-day Kriya Yoga Masterclass trial and click the related video right here.